Hello everyone, Lady DeWinter here, and today I want to show you how to make the coasters that we made in Stitching Up Christmas. I showed you those, now I want to show you how to make them. Now, first step is anybody who knows how to make a circle, a flat circle in crochet, can make these coasters. If you know the single crochet, the slip stitch, the double crochet, you can make these coasters. Simple as that. And this is what the finished product looks like. Very pretty. Now, I'm going to show you how to make, I'm going to start with the magic circle. Okay, I'm going to start with the circle part of the coaster. So, we are going to make a magic circle. Now, this may take me a couple tries, folks, because I'm not good at the magic circle. But, here we go. That looks like it might actually work. There we go. I got the right string. Yay! Okay. Now, we're going to try to chain 3 stitches in that hole. I hate the magic circle, folks. I'm going to tell you honestly. 2, okay, 2 and 3. All right, now I've got my 3 chain stitches in there. Now I got to pull my little tail out. I don't want it to get caught up in the wrong place. It needs to go outside of that circle. Okay, so now we're going to chain. We've got our 3 crochets on there. That counts as our first double crochet. Now we need to make 11 more double crochets. And trust me, the more stitches you get in this thing, the easier it gets. There's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet. Okay, now my yarn is fighting me. Okay, we need more yarn. Most people would have a bowl. I don't have a bowl. I know a lot of people have crochet bowls. I don't have one. I just never got around to getting one. So we have 1 double crochet in there so far. We're going to put 2, 3, 4. Okay, get your tail out there. That's got to be out. It cannot be in. 4. I'm going to pull that a little bit taunter. There we go. Now, 5. And I got to pull some more yarn. 6. 7. I'm going to pull a little bit more taunt. And see, I've got a straggler there. That's not good. I'm going to have to pull those stitches out and redo that stitch. Unfortunately, that's just one of the hazards of crocheting with cotton yarn, is it splinters. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to make 5. And it splintered again. Okay, so that's 5. You don't want it to splinter. If you do, it just makes your project weaker. So I don't like it when it splinters like that. It really annoys me. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I'm going to count. I may be off. So we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I wasn't off. Wow. Surprising. 11. Okay, here's our last stitch. 11 double crochets in our magic circle. Now, that looks pretty big, doesn't it? Well, it's not going to in a minute because I am going to pull it taut like that. Now my circle is just a little itty bitty circle. Okay. Now, my cameraman, my Sony camera has decided to go funked on us, guys, so we're trying to do this on a cell phone. Sorry about that, but that's the best I got for you. Okay, now we're going to slip stitch into this last stitch here to close our circle, like that. Then we're going to do a slip stitch under, okay, under this stitch right here, another slip stitch. Now, as you see, we have a circle. Okay, so, and I'm going to real quick have an itch here. And then I'm going to make 3 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3. This counts as a double crochet stitch, okay? So in that same hole, we're going to go and make 1 more double crochet. Now that is 2 counts as 2 double crochets in the same stitch there. So now we're going to do 2 double crochets all the way around this circle. So here we go. 1, 2. Remember, we're doing 2 double crochets in each of the stitches. Now, all we're doing is increasing the size of our circle because we want it to go from, from this little doodad here to that there. So that's 2 in each of these stitches. So, and if you remember, we do a double crochet by wrapping our needle, inserting it into our stitch, wrapping it again, pulling it through 2, and pulling it through 2 more. There we go. My needle seems very slippery today. I don't know why. So let me get some more yarn here. Okay, now that's only 1 stitch in that hole, so we have to put 2 in. So there. Now, that's 2 stitches. Now, we will be back when I have got this done all the way around, all those stitches all the way around. Okay, we have 2 double crochets in each of the stitches. Now, you need 24 of these. 2, don't forget to count your chain stitch as a double crochet. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. So if there's any stitches left on your circle, ignore them, okay? We're going to go into this stitch right here, and we're going to do a slip stitch, all right? Now, got a little bit of a gap there, so we're going to go ahead under this stitch next and do a slip stitch. So there now, that tightens it up a little bit and makes it nicer. Okay, so now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, because we have to do an increase. Now, the way I do this is a little bit goofy. Some people do it differently. I do it like this. What I do is I count 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That puts, and then there's 1 there. So, okay, we'll have enough room all the way around. Because that's what you want to do. You want to make sure you have no little lax stitches anywhere. So we have 2 there. We're going to go 1 double crochet in this stitch. Now this is where we're doing we're doing a kind of an increase and a decrease at the same time. 2 more double crochets in the next stitch. One double crochet in the next stitch, 2 double crochets in the next stitch, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and this is what you're going to do all the way around your circle. You're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, all the way around your circle until you finished your circle. I'll come back when the circle is complete. Okay, as you see now, we have our circle all the way around. Now, I am going to slip stitch into this stitch here and slip stitch through that, and then I'm going to slip stitch into the next stitch next to that, and that will be the end of our circle. As you see, it makes a very nice little circle. Now I'm going to pull up some yarn, cut off, put my scissors aside, and pull up through that. Now, the way I do this is I make this loop kind of like a regular knot, and then I just force it down with my fingernails, okay, to make it nice and tight. Now, I've got my ends here. They have to go before I can put my edging on. Sorry, I had a loss for words there. So, we're going to have to sew in our ends real quick, which doesn't take much when you do it this way. You take your needle and you put your thread on it using your handy dandy little thread needle threader, and then you just take your needle and run it through your stitches. Nothing fancy, nothing, spectacular. You just take the needle and you run it through the stitches. And then I backtrack a stitch to lock it in real good. So there. Now, okay, that's locked in. Now I'll put a little tight. I'm going to cut it. And then I'm going to sink that down in there like that. Now, same thing all over again. I'm going to thread my needle using my little needle threader. Pull it through the needle. Get my needle like that. Now, up here, I'm going to go down through here because I want this to get into these stitches down here. So, and I'm going to pull it through, but I'm going to be careful not to pull it so tight that it pulls that knot too far down in there. And then I'm just going to take it around through these stitches here. I hope you guys can see that. I'm trying really hard to do this so that you all can see. And like that. Now, I think that's enough thread going through there, so I'm going to backtrack my stitch, one stitch, go through that stitch right there, and then I'm going to pull it and I'm going to cut it off. Okay, there we go. Be very careful not to cut your yarn. Nothing is depressing as having your yarn all cut and you cut your project. Okay, so we're going to not do this one today. We're going to go ahead and work with this one to put the edging on. So we're going to put the red yarn away. We're going to drop this little guy into our bucket over here so he pulls nicely. Now, this is really quite simple. It's not going to take rocket science. Make yourself a slip knot using the method I've shown you before. We have our little slip knot, okay? Pull a taunt. Now, I like to start in this hole because I can cover that knot up. So, we're going to slip stitch into here. Okay, then we're going to do our 3 chains to make a double crochet, 3 chain stitches. We're going to wrap our needle, put it under, pull it up, and get our 2 loops on there, our 3 loops on, and then we're going to put, well, that was wrong, okay, we're going to do that again, and we're going to do it right this time. We're going to wrap our needle, we're going to insert it through there, we're going to pull it through. We've got 2 on there. We're going to wrap it again and pull it through those 2. So there is a double crochet. We're going to do 3 double crochet or 2 double crochets plus our chain stitch, remember, in that hole. Now we're going to chain 2. And this is going to make a really nice little point, which is what we're going for. We want a nice little point on that. 3 double crochets, and what we're doing is we're making a shell in this stitch, but it's a pointy shell. There's our point. See our little point? And I'll take the needle out so you guys can see. There you go. There's our little point. So now you're going to take, and you can sew your end in here if you want to. You don't have to. It doesn't matter. You're going to do 2 single crochet, 1 in each of these stitches. 1, next stitch, 2 single crochets. Now, you've come to a V here. You don't want to go into there, so you're going to skip this stitch. In fact, I'm going to pull this out and move it over just a tiny bit. So I'm going to go a single crochet in here. I skipped that stitch next to that, and a single crochet in here, which is going to put me at this nice little big hole here. Okay, wrap your needle, do 2 double crochets here. Now this edging is my design. This is nobody else's. You don't have to do it this way. You can edge these differently. It does not matter how you want to do that. I keep almost spilling my coffee. We're going to do 3 double crochets. Now, as you see, I'm crocheting my tail in. Okay, I'm crocheting my tail in. 3 double crochets here. Okay, let's not catch the red yarn. There we go. 3 double crochets, 2 chain stitches here, 3 more double crochets here. Oh God, this is so hard. Because my hands are, okay, we've got some splintering here. That's not good. That means our stitch is not tight enough. So we're going to have to redo that stitch and pull it tight. Okay, so we're going to do another. There we go. That is a double crochet. That's 2 double crochets in that hole. This makes for 3 double crochets in that hole. 2 chain stitches. And because of the way I crochet, I have trouble with my tension. Okay? A lot of people wrap this all around their fingers. I can't do that. So we're going to wrap again. Oh, pull that through. That is a double crochet. Now we have 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and we're going to do 3 more double crochet. Okay, we're going to catch our yarn. And there. Okay, now there's 3 more. See how it makes nice points? Those nice points. Okay, now we're going to move that little tail out of the way, and we're going to go, yeah, we're going to skip this stitch here, and we're going to stitch into here. 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet there, 1 single crochet in the next stitch. And we come to another hole. So we're going to do that all over again. 3 double crochet. My arthritis is acting up today, guys, so bear with me. 3 double crochets in here. Okay. Okay. We're going to do 2 chains here and 3 more double crochet in here. Now see how that's looping? That's too loose. That tells me that stitch is too loose. And yeah. So we're going to pull a taunt. We're going to make our 3rd double crochet for that part of the point. 2 chains, 3 double crochets. Now it may not matter to you that it's loose like that. It really doesn't matter that much to me either. But some of you might not like your stitches that loose. I crochet loosely. So there's another point for the thing. We're going to do 2 more. And we're going to have to skip a stitch, okay? So we're going to have to go here and do 2 single crochets. And then skip all the way over to here. So, and it's okay to do that. It's not going to harm the work any at all. We're going to do our 3 double crochet here. And I'm going to pull some more yarn. It gets, when I'm working on the table like this, the yarn gets under my arm and it makes it pull really bad. 2 chain stitches here and 3 more double crochet here. And that's the edging. Now you can edge these any way you want. There's other ways to edge them. This is just the way I chose to do it because I thought it looked really good that way. And these are 2 that I've already made with the little circle yet to be finished. Those 2 are already made and I think they're adorable. I think they're really cute. I think they make a great gift. So that's how we make our coasters. Now we'll come back when I finish the edging on this coaster. Okay everyone, here's the finished coasters. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a little bit difficult to make because my hands started bothering me, but there they are. And again, just so you know, I used an H8 5mm needle. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Until next time, this is Lady De Winter reminding you that you're never too old to do anything you put your mind to. And that includes make Christmas gifts. Bye-bye for now. Merry Christmas.